That was shot here.
It's a pity I've actually never watched Star Wars movies before. Have you?
Of course I have. I watched them multiple times.
I've watched Spaceballs, but I haven't watched Star Wars.
You've watched Spaceballs? Oh, my goodness. It's one of the most famous films of all time, and you've never seen it.
After checking in, I gave Camilla a crash course in the Star Wars legend and hoped that the bedsheets hanging in the hallway were an indication of the rooms to come.
This is a really disgusting place to stay.
Luke Skywalker didn't have a very good life, did he?
Yeah, it stinks of Alsatian.
That night, we slept dreaming of the Death Star and if the accommodation might have been better up there.
George Lucas based Skywalker's home on actual homes called troglodytes, in an area where the Berber people have dug their homes out of the ground for more than 1,000 years. It's only when you see an actual family living in one that you appreciate its simplistic grandeur.
Home. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Beautiful. Belle. House. How do you say house in French, Camilla?
Camilla's nosiness persisted, and before long, we were all in the kind lady's bedroom.
It's a cool bed. What a weird place for it, right in the middle of the room. Kitchen, yes.
Let's see what she's got in the kitchen.
Poke around in the kitchen, go on, Camilla.
Pure Ceylon tea. Nice kitchen, thanks.
In fact, we couldn't have been more intrusive, so we decided to invite ourselves for a cup of tea as well.
Long life.
George Lucas named the fantasy planet that Luke Skywalker was from Tatooine, so we decided to visit the real-life town called Tatooine. Here the residents resembled characters from the actual film, roaming the streets in Jedi capes.
I can't really cross the road very well, I can't see. Oh, you've got your hood down, Camilla. Don't know about these silly things. Bonjour, little fellow. How are you?
We came across some locals who told us we were wearing them all wrong.
So now if someone attacks me, I can't do anything. Guys having a fight. Fighting, yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
It was like some weird Jedi mind trick. I had thought about fighting, and then there had been a fight. Now I was thinking I wanted a cup of tea.
Oh, tea. Oui, merci.
Tea, mint,
Merci. It smells a bit like camel urine. Smell like livestock. Shot of dysentery, doesn't it? Ooh, I can feel that stomach churning. I have yet to be sick so far in this trip.
The real-life residents of Tatooine had proven to be as welcoming and interesting as their fictitious counterparts.
That was really nice, even though I kicked over the cup at the end.
Did you kick over his cup?
I did, as we were
He's
leaving.
a lovely man. Give us some camel tea.
Camel tea.
A climb up into the hills to some mysterious houses with shrouded locals. It really made you feel like you had been transported to another planet.
I wondered what the locals made of all this attention just because of a sci-fi film. It seemed to overshadow their own unique civilization. Having never seen the film, I had a completely different experience of the area from fanboys like Julian, who wander the homes living out their boyhood fantasies of being in another galaxy.
Across the landscape where Luke contemplated his destiny under two suns, we took a charming guide named Monsef high into the hills to an ancient village, Chinini. This is where the Berber people live, and we found out that there was a shortage of men.
Most of the men, they immigrated to France in the 60s and 70s. When they come back, they come with new ideas and so on. They try to better the lives of their families, but their families are reluctant to leave.
How do you just invite yourself into one of these houses, Monsef?
Just knock at the door.
Do you think you can get us indoors?
Yes, yeah. They're very welcoming people here. I always say they have the genuine smile. They're genuinely helpful and welcoming. It's their tradition. Yes, we'll try this one. This is the first one, which I think there are
it's
people.
a sandstorm.
It's a sandstorm.
Aslama Khalt. She says you're welcome.
I'll shield you between me and the dog.
Tfadl, tfadl, come in. She said I'm not at my best today.
Oh, she looks beautiful.
It's just a cave in the...
Just okay, it's their house. Tell her she has a lovely home.
She said if you're interested, we can get you home here. Got an invitation there.
Yes.
5 hours inland takes you to the wonderful Sahara Desert and the town of Douz. Known as the gateway to the Sahara, Douz was once an important stop on the trans-Saharan caravan routes. Today, it is more of a trading post and industrial centre, and also a starting point for desert treks by camel. Around 40% of Tunisia is covered by the beautiful Sahara. Setting my eyes upon it felt like looking at the ocean for the first time. It had the same calming beauty to it.
These days, the pristine beauty of the silent desert is often broken by modern excursions using four-wheel drive vehicles or microlights. We took to the air with an old French veteran of the skies.
Millions of camels. Oh, it's quite gusty. Whoa, I'm going to hit a camel. Here we go. Whoa.
It is a hair-raising way to see the desert, and I was interested to see how Camilla was going to handle it.
I love it, Camilla.
I can't wait, actually. Well, I won't scream like you did, that's for sure.
Scream. Good luck.
Having scouted by air, we decided to explore further by four-wheel drive buggies and ride the dunes.
Start me up.
It felt like we had tamed the desert, so I started pulling some risky moves.
Very funny. Can't believe I got it out of that ditch. I'm a bit exhausted now.
After all our action movie exploration, we thought we should explore the desert by the animal it is synonymous with.
I want a sexy camel, Camilla. Where's the red team? Here we go. Oh, we look a bit like prisoners. I think that's their joke, isn't it? Oh, we're getting instructions in French. Jump on. No instructions at all. And it's back down. It doesn't want to get up. Whoa, here we go again. And back down. Whoa, here we go again. Third time lucky. Ah, goodness. My one's angry. Listen to it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Your one's revolting. What the hell is wrong with your camel? My one is groaning, but your one is like horrible.
Do you think this is just ridiculous that we're riding these camels in these outfits?
Ah, I think it's quite interesting. I like it. Just don't like your camel, that's all. As the sun sets over the Sahara. Ugh, there it goes again.
Just stop hating on my camel.
Your camel's horrible.
In search of a less touristic way of experiencing life in the desert, we headed to a real oasis in the region of Tazor.
Tazor has survived as an important trading post in the Sahara, burgeoning with life amongst thousands of palm trees. Its main export, unsurprisingly, is dates. A short drive out of the main town is Chibika, a village whose greatest attraction is the source of the oasis, a waterfall.
This is probably the most tourists we've seen in the whole country.
I think we should resolve to attempt to do less tourist attractions.
Yes. Move our way past all the tourists. I want to see the source of this oasis.
God.
Oh, sorry. Goodness, how am I just bumping into everybody's photo? That's it, look, source. Do you want to go out and get a shot of you and the source of the oasis, Camilla? Smile! There you go, Camilla. Got your picture and the source of the oasis.
Ticking off the photo opportunity, we decided to make another attempt at leaving the tourist path and wandered the neighbourhoods.
This is a barren little town, isn't it? Apart from the waterfall.
It's in the middle of a desert.
Hello!
Friends?
Camilla's obsession with getting us into
your
locals'
house.
homes
Your house?
looked like it was
How old
about
are
to
you?
work. I wasn't sure if it was a good idea, though.
What is your name? Jihad.
Oh, can we come visit in your house?
Get in someone's house, Camilla.
Hello.
We were invited in for dates and coffee.
Thank you for letting us in your house and the coffee and the dates.
Yes, thank you.
Have you seen the movie Star Wars?
Star Wars?
No.
No. You know, Phantom Menace
Yes.
and Star Wars.
Yes, I see them.
You see it? Good movie, huh?
Good, yeah.
What's your favourite movie?
Van Damme.
Nah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I like Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
Karate films, eh?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu, yeah.
Kung Fu film.
Bye-bye.
Smiling now. I saw him.
I'd finally done it and been able to visit a local home. It was a beautiful experience, and our young friends told us about a local festival happening the next morning that wouldn't be in any travel book.
This little fella has blonde hair.
We had struck gold. A festival of desert culture was taking place, with thousands of guests attending from the surrounding area.
A bit different. Do you think that?
And you make the noise? No. It's like a conductor.
A bizarre collection of desert animals had been crammed into tiny cages and were being poked by a man with a stick.
This is the poking cage. It's possible poke?
Oh, you poor thing. It's missing its leg. One for the animals.
Sahara pig.
Sahara pig, Sahara cat,
Sahara owl.
Sahara duck.
And Sahara
Then the fate of these Sahara creatures became clear as they took the hare to the centre of the circle and let loose the hound.
The dog was left with his tail between his legs after the hare escaped into the crowd. The festival ended with the men performing amateur acrobatics on camelback and the woman headbanging in a kind of heavy metal concert finale.
I'd recommend Tunisia as a safe family destination for an introduction to Islam and the Sahara. At times I was a little bored, as tourism seems set up for mainstream touristic activities. But if you push yourself, Tunisia offers out-of-this-world scenery, and I left feeling as calm as a Jedi Knight.
Tunisia was my sophisticated introduction to North Africa. It's a destination of breathtaking landscapes. I was a little frustrated in my attempts to dig below the surface, as this country has an air of reservation about it, but I succeeded and found a warm and welcoming people.